All right, Coach, opening statement, and then questions for John and Seth.
I'm proud of my guys. Really good game. Both teams played their hearts out. It's always a great matchup when we play each other. Coach Maciel does a terrific job. Those kids played really, really hard. And tonight our kids did a really nice job as well, and I was really proud of our guys' effort.
Tim Watchkins is third and his fourth, and then into the second half, and had to alter the lineup down the stretch. What about these guys?
These guys stepped up in such a big way and made up for not having Taylor Bessie did a phenomenal job, but our guards actually got in and rebounded and defended more, and they took it like we can't rely on someone else, and we have to move the ball on offense better. I thought our flow was really good, even after Jordan got in foul trouble, and I thought we kind of found our little bit of a groove out there.
Set 2 out of 3 games now, Canisius, and now here tonight, where you've really gotten your swagger back offensively, starting to feel a little better, close to 100%, and what else has changed for you in terms of just getting in the groove?
Just listening to my coaches and my teammates, just telling me to be aggressive. And I'm taking care of my body, but that's off the court stuff. So when I get on the court, they have confidence in me. So.
Tim, has the light gone on a little more with him over the last couple of weeks?
You know what? It's still, it's definitely much further along than where he was. He still isn't that same aggressive player that he was as a freshman, but he was showing signs of it. Even yesterday in practice, it took him a little while, and then he finally said, "Oh, you want me just to shoot when I'm open?" Right? And he did, and I thought he carried it over into the game tonight. When he was open, he took really good shots. But I also thought he's starting to break things down now and get into the gut and make plays for guys, and that's who he is when he's healthy.
Ricky hits the 3 at the end of the first half to tie
Just like
it
we drew it up.
going into the locker room. How much of a game changer was that in the second
That's
half?
always a great momentum play right before halftime for sure.
Said you guys were in a little bit of trouble, like Jason said. Jordan was in foul trouble. They had kind of controlled a lot of the game in the first half. Was there a point though, after coming off a loss, where you guys just kind of say to yourself, we got to pull this out. We got to kind of do whatever we can. It wasn't kind of a normal Iona game today, but you guys kind of did what you could today to pull it out.
When Jay Watts is obviously a big part of our team. When we go down, it's up to us to pick him up because a lot he carries us most of the season. So when we were down, he picked us up. So now it's time for us to step up.
John, what do you guys have to do to be more consistent and play more like you did in the second half tonight? Than it seems you guys have had it up and down, especially in the league play so far.
I mean, Coach said before, every time we share the ball, like everybody have a good game. So we keep sharing the ball, and then go off of that, keep sharing it, get open shots.
Coach, in the first half, the team shot 34%, Manhattan shot 60%, but you look up at the scoreboard and it's tied. Did you consider yourself maybe fortunate to be in that position?
No doubt about it, because I thought we were being outplayed in the first half, but I think our determination and hard work kept us in the game, so I was really happy that we're still in it, and I was hopeful that we'd start scoring a little bit better, and that our defense, more importantly, was going to get better in the second half.
Coach Koulis, how do you feel about your team playing in the second half?
I was really happy with the effort they had in the second half, and honestly, the effort was good all game long. Execution was better in the second half.
Is there any more questions for John or Seth, so we can go back downstairs?
John, how does it feel to be coming into this rivalry?
I mean, at Florida, it was the same thing. So I was like, I know what's going to happen. So they play tough, so just be ready. And then Coach prepared us for the game. They foul a lot and they get away with it. So just take care of the ball, and we did, and we won the game.
One thing I have to say, I'm sorry to interrupt you. John was one of the masters of the scouting report. We put this on the players for this game, and John and several others, but John especially, put the scouting report for this game together. And throughout the entire game, he was telling different guys on our team what different guys could do out there, and he really helped some of our newcomers.
You done that before, Coach? Is that something?
I've done it in the past before, the first time this year with this group.
Why do you do this?
To lock them more into being a part of who they're defending and getting to know them a little bit better. I didn't think we had been doing a good job of that, and of them listening to our scouting reports, so I wanted them to kind of own it themselves, and they did a terrific job with that.
John, to follow that up, 3 years of playing in Manhattan, how much should the familiarity help? And in this gym, too, where you went from 30 as a freshman?
Yeah, I knew what I was getting into. So like it wasn't new for me. So I knew they play hard, so you just got to be ready. Be tough. It's a tough game.
Cedric, do you feel like now you're getting close to 100%?
I'm getting better day by day, definitely.
Anything else for John and Seth? We'll go downstairs. Okay, Coach.
Thank you.
Good job.
Questions for Coach?
Good job.
Coach, after the game of Quinnipiac, you were very concerned about the defense. Is that something you worked on in practice for the game today?
We've been working on it for a long time. It just sometimes doesn't sink in as well as others, and I think today, especially into the second half, what we wanted to do defensively, our guys put a better effort forth doing that.
You got Tyrell Williams in for a few minutes at the end of the first half. You said, you had him holding down the 5 spot. How did you feel he played?
Well, he did okay. I mean, Tyrell just needs to learn to play harder on a consistent basis. I think he can bring some positives to our team as we move along, and he's only a sophomore. But he's got to learn to bring that energy all the time and understand the rotations. One time, rotated wrong and ended up getting a lob dunk out of it. But other than that, I thought he was very solid.
Do you see a position where you might have Taylor and Jordan and
We've definitely
Tyrell
talked
in?
about that, and certain teams we want to do it against. And to be honest with you, Taylor is just getting healthy himself. You can see the difference in how he's playing the last few games. Ced's getting healthy. John Severe's coming off an injury. So I like the fact that our guys are getting healthier, and I hope they keep working this hard. And I think if they do, then we can find some success as we move along.
Did the 5-day break between Canisius on that front?
Actually, everybody on our team got sick during that period of time. There was a virus going around, so it didn't. You would think it would have helped, but it ended up like everyone was in the bathroom or missing practice. So I guess it did help that we didn't play during that time, because we would have probably gotten killed had we had to play during that period of time.
Tim, Much got to play a lot more today than he had in the first game back last week. Is he more, you think, after some practices and stuff, back into the flow?
Well, yeah, I didn't even talk about him. He's missed about 6 games this year, I think, overall. Last game he played a lot for us, and I think that he needs to let it come to him. Tonight I thought he let the game come to him a little bit more, not trying to force it early on. I thought he's trying to make a lot of plays and make up for lost time. And he really wants to be good out there. But sometimes you got to just relax and play with the guys around you and let the game be easier. And I thought when he started thinking pass in the second half, he made 3 big plays in a row. I think 2 drives for jumpers and 1 on a dump off to Taylor that were instrumental in us and pulling, opening the spread a little bit. And I think that's when he's a better player, when he does both, not just one.
Anything else?
Taylor had a good game, offensive rebounds, and
He did a really good job.
with 5. And it seems like he's got great touch of putting the ball back up.
He's playing with a really good motor, especially when he comes in for Jordan. Sometimes our team has flowed better when he's in place of Jordan. He also is much more of a presence defensively as far as blocking shots and altering shots. You see a few guys coming through the lane, and he's up there walling up high in the air. And if a guy makes it, it's going to be a tough shot. But he's changed a few, so he helps us in that area.
Anything else? Okay.
Thank you, guys.